I want to reschedule the appointment, please.
Great. Could you please confirm your phone number for me first?
The phone number is the same one I used last time.
Perfect. Now let's find a new date and time. Do you have a new preferred date and time for the viewing?
Yes, I want Tuesday 3 p.m., please.
Give me a moment. It looks like Tuesday at 3 p.m. is fully booked.
Do you know that there is something secretly costing you customers? And it's not what you think. It's not just your service. It's the chaos in your scheduling. Things like missed appointments and double bookings, they don't just frustrate your clients. They also break their trust in your service and potentially drain your revenue. Now, let me introduce you to Sarah. Sarah has been our AI assistant, and Sarah has just been enhanced and given more features so that it's able to prevent double bookings forever. It's also able to automate reminders that will keep your clients on track and help make your life and your business a lot more stress-free. Now, we've had a recording of this in action, and that will come shortly, but let me show you how we built this whole solution. So to begin with, we have the make automation. So this automation is what's responsible for triggering the call. Now, in this instance, what we're doing is we are triggering Sarah, but Sarah is an ephemeral assistant. So what that means is that the assistant is created at the time the call is made. It's not a pre-existing assistant. It's not a pre-existing Sarah. It's a Sarah that's created at the time the phone call is made. Now, the values that are populated within Sarah, like all of the introductory messages that she speaks and her whole persona, is defined through the automation that we're looking at. So here we set the relevant variables that are needed. So like the property address, the name of the caller, who will be Susan West, I think she's called in this scenario, and the date and time of the appointment was pre-booked. So all of this was saved in an Airtable database. We also save the prompt, the system prompt that Vapi would use to generate Sarah. So everything that you hear during the call has been pre-created in terms of the introduction to the call. But then during the call, you hear how Sarah checks the database and checks the calendar of the business to see what dates are free and what's allowable. So what happens is I, during the call, select a date that has already been booked for a separate appointment. And when Sarah triggers the get availability tool, so that this get availability tool is essentially calling into my calendar to see what's available. And in order to do this in a manageable way, we use Calendly in between to sync up all of our different calendars and to make sure that everything is able to be returned back to Sarah. Now, Calendly has an endpoint that makes this possible, and Calendly is synced with the Google Calendar that actually holds the event. So what you'd see here is a list of all the responses coming back from the calendar event, and it's pre-processed and then sent back to the Sarah so that Sarah can say, wow, this date you've chosen has already been pre-booked. So what that looks like is this information here is sent back into Sarah, and then Sarah uses that to work out whether the date is free or otherwise. And the other thing that Sarah does is then it books the appointment. The appointment is set through this automation. The automation essentially receives the information from Sarah, and then with that, it's able to then trigger the call into Twilio, which sends us a text message, and the same call sends us an email and also books the appointment in the calendar. And in order to prove that the calendar has booked that appointment, we will look over here and you'd see that Simon West already had the appointment for Tuesday at 3 p.m. and I tried booking for 5 p.m. and it said 5 p.m. wasn't available. I believe that's probably because of the closing times that was set within the prompt, and it allowed me to book 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and this is it here for June West. So that's really it. As you can see, Sarah will not let you double book, and it will give you 3 options. And if on the third try you're not able to select a date or come up with a date that's available, it will send you a self-booking link, and that self-booking link would enable you to then go on the calendar and select a date that suits or matches what you want. So as you can see, Sarah will not let you double book, and you certainly wouldn't be able to double book if you went on the website yourself. So the business keeps running. You don't have to go back and fix some double booking or send apologies to your clients because there's been a mistake. No, everything is automated, everything is in place, everything is pre-written to ensure that your business flows freely. Now, if there's anything that you've heard today that you'd want to discuss further, feel free to send me a DM or send me a comment. But ultimately, this technology here exists to support your business. So by all means, implement it. If you want a copy of the scenarios that I've built for this implementation, do reach out and I'll send it to you. So until next time, keep winning. Now let's call the agent and see how she handles this appointment.
Hello, June West. You are through to Hamilton James Estate Agency. My name is Sarah. Thanks for calling back. Last time we spoke, the call ended before I could gather all the information we need to book your viewing for 5 Tarrant Road, Belsize Park, London, NW3. Is this why you've called back?
Yeah, this is why I have called back. I want to reschedule the appointment, please.
Great. Could you please confirm your phone number for me first?
The phone number is the same one I used last time.
Perfect. Now let's find a new date and time. Do you have a new preferred date and time for the viewing?
Yes, I want Tuesday 3 p.m., please.
Give me a moment. It looks like Tuesday at 3 p.m. is fully booked. How about another time on Tuesday or perhaps a different date?
Can you do Tuesday 5 p.m. then?
This'll just take a sec. Unfortunately, Tuesday at 5 p.m. is unavailable too. Can you choose another time or day, please? This is the last try before I send you the self-booking link.
Okay, let's do Wednesday 2 p.m.
This'll just take a sec. All set. Your viewing is confirmed for Wednesday at 2 p.m. I'll send you a link in case you want to make any changes. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.